The Florida State Seminoles won 13 games in 2023, but despite a perfect regular season and an ACC title, they were snubbed by the College Football Playoff Committee. You better believe they're still pissed about it. They'll have to replace starting quarterback Jordan Travis, their leading rusher Trey Benson, and their top two wide receivers Keon Coleman and Johnny Wilson. Can Mike Norvell keep this team relevant in the ACC in 2024? Well, we're going to talk about it, but before we do, I got to tell you about a promotion we have available at wagertalk.com. From now until August 31st, you can get all my college and NFL football plays until the end of September for one low price of $249. Now, why would you be interested in that? Let me tell you about my records with college and pro football the last 2 years in the months of August and September. With college football, we're 41-12. That's 77%. With NFL and NFL preseason, 31-12, 72%. If you add that all up, it's 72-24, 75% winners. It's pretty damn good, folks. You can get that at wt.buzz/deals. That's the Wager Talk Deals page. But there's no obligation to purchase anything. This is free content. If you enjoy these videos, there's only one thing I ask from you, and that is that you take the time to smash that like button, and that will allow me to continue to put out these free pick videos. Let's get into the pick. We're looking at Florida State taking on Georgia Tech in Ireland. Florida State's a 13.5-point favorite. The total is sitting at 55.5. At the beginning of this video, I posed the question, can Mike Norvell keep this team relevant in the ACC in 2024? Well, the bookmakers seem to think so. They've set the regular season win total at 9.5. I've got them going 8-4. I think they'll be relevant, but at the end of the day, they got to replace Jordan Travis. And Mike Norvell's record with Florida State, 24-6 with Travis, 2-8 without him. I think Jordan Travis is a little bit underrated as a quarterback. Florida State wasn't very good before he started with them in the previous season or at the beginning of Mike Norvell's tenure when Justin Blackman was the quarterback. And the drop-off when he's missed games has been pretty severe. I think Jordan Travis has that magic, that it factor that is difficult to replace. And I don't think DJ Uiagalelei is going to be able to just step right in and do what Jordan Travis did. I don't know if I said his name right, so we're going to go with DJU from here on out. He had himself a pretty impressive bounce-back season with Oregon State. I think that was probably his ceiling, and if you really examine that, I mean, they won 8 games in Corvallis last year. The previous year, they won 10 games, and that was with 2 quarterbacks that most casual football fans probably aren't familiar with. One of them was Chase Nolan. And if you look at the stats that DJU put up compared to what Chase Nolan put up a couple years prior with Oregon State, I just don't think DJU is going to come in and be Jordan Travis. That doesn't mean they can't be relevant in the ACC, but are they worthy of being a 13.5-point favorite here in a neutral site game in Ireland to start the season against a Georgia Tech team that's bringing everybody back? I don't think so. I'm leaning taking the points here. In fact, I'm looking at sprinkling on the money line as well. Georgia Tech's got quarterback Haynes King coming back. They've got their top 2 wide receivers coming back. Their starting tight end, their leading rusher Jamal Haynes. Brent Key did an excellent job with Georgia Tech last year, posting a winning record of 7-6 overall. They were 8-5 against the spread. You look at some of their losses, their final loss of the regular season, 31-23 against Georgia. They started the season with a 39-34 loss to Louisville. This was a competitive team. They have the edge when it comes to continuity, which is going to be important in the opening game of the regular season. Everybody's on the same page while Florida State's trying to fit in new pieces and trying to find success for a new quarterback. I got faith that Florida State, they are Florida State, so they're going to have studs at wide receiver and running back. I'm not concerned about replacing Trey Benson. I mean, Keon Coleman and Johnny Wilson were athletic freaks, so it's going to be tough to replace those guys, but they're going to have studs at that position. So, but 13.5 points in week 0 in Ireland, I don't think so. I'm going to suggest taking the points with Georgia Tech, a small sprinkle on the money line. If you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. And if you've got anything to say to me, even if it's nasty, you hit me up in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Good luck and see you soon.